My Hero Academia. So hold on. If you need to have watched our previous review to understand what's coming next, okay? So in our last review, Thurman was very adamant about the fact that, in his opinion, it was going to be one of these like multi-quirk. Deku gets a bunch of different quirks. I thought that idea sucked, and I was like, "That's stupid, and you're stupid for having it." And we talked about it for a good fucking 10 minutes. Thurman was right, and here comes the ass ripping.
Oh, so this thread's always talking about how my theories are shitty and how my theories never work and all that bullshit. But this My Hero Academia is my series, bitch.
I think I may have said something along the lines of, "I'm glad you don't write My Hero Academia."
My Academia is my fucking series. It's my child. It's in my top 3. So fuck you. You're a guest in my home, bitch. Just like I said, multi-quirk Deku, Ben 10 Deku 10 right now.
I don't like it. I'm conflicted, okay? So I'm going to immediately jump off. Thurman loves it, but here's my thing. I'm gonna, the same reasons that I gave in the last video. I think it kind of devalues the whole Deku with no quirk, and his whole thing was not having a quirk, to now turn around and give him like fucking 60 quirks. Like, it just seems very cheap to me. I don't know.
I disagree with that because it's been established.
Yes, you're right. It's been established. I'm not saying it's like plot holy or anything. But
here's why I'm okay with this. One, because it's been stated heavily that this quirk is a passed down quirk, and it gets stronger every time it combines with someone else's quirk. So it's not too eye-opening, the fact that Deku can use all these quirks, because remember, he's quirkless. That's the first thing. Until this quirk. So, I mean, plus, it was even stated that the quirk is at its strongest right now. Mm-hmm. It's at the point of anomaly right now. So, this also ties into people have been asking, the fandom has been asking, well, if this is the case, then why didn't All Might...
That's exactly what I was going to ask, yeah.
So, I think it's because like I was saying, it's the anomaly. I have a few theories. My first theory is just All Might just didn't realize or didn't utilize the quirk fully yet.
Well, yeah, remember every time Deku brought it up, he was like, "I never had those dreams. That's crazy. What are you talking about?" So
yeah. So either it's a situation to where All Might didn't know, like he didn't really know the full meaning of the quirk itself. 2, he couldn't use them because he wasn't at the height of the quirk's like power yet. He like something along like some people say like he wasn't worthy. He had to be worthy. I think that's kind of like some Marvel level shit. But or 3,
Thor's hammer up in this bitch.
Or 3, it's just that because that Deku is at the point to where the quirk is at its strongest. It's like highest.
It's like plateauing or something. Like, well, yeah. So I'm kind of like trying to think about what the originator said, and he said something along the lines of like, we've long since hit the point of singularity or whatever. So like, if I was to try to theorize, it would probably be something along the lines of they get the vibe that this is the generation. You know, Deku is the one that's finally going to have enough power to end it all. You know what I mean? So I imagine that they're kind of like, okay, now is the time to just like blow our full proverbial load all over this kid. That sounds weird. Oh no! FBI, hello? I'm sorry. I really just... Anyway, the load there is their quirk, and the kid there is Deku. But anyway, you know what I mean.
So this American-looking motherfucker, this Hellboy cross a military...
Have you ever met an American that looks like that? Tell me one guy you've met that looks like this, please.
Trump supporters.
What? Bruh,
yeah,
throwing shade over here. You know, that might actually have the adverse effect. Some people be like, oh, if that's what Trump supporters look like, I want to be that cool.
Yeah.
It's because us Bernie supporters are over here as beta male avocado toast eating motherfuckers.
You know what? That's giving the Trump supporters way too much credit.
I know, exactly. That's the point I'm making.
These are Gintama Hunter x Hunter fans right here. American Gintama Hunter x Hunter fans right now. These ones who were raised on that shit when they were younger and then grow up to be this huge motherfucker using Nen in the army.
Amazing. Anyway, I hope to see cosplays of this guy next year, by the way. Yeah, even if he's not prevalent, I want to see a guy walking around looking like this. But, yeah, so I guess he has a fucking quirk called Black Whip. And like I said, this is where I'm conflicted, because that's cool as shit. That's fucking awesome. That now Deku essentially, oh my god, he can be Spider-Man. Oh my god! Because I just saw a fan art earlier with Deku he's jumping around the city with Miles Morales from Spider-Verse, but now he can literally be Spider-Man. Oh my god, it's happening.
Oh man, it's and the thing is too. So one thing I really do hope they keep, which is my amazing theory that came true.
Yeah.
Is that I hope that Deku. So from what I've gathered is that the other quirks come out by his emotion.
Well,
right?
It seemed to be like specific scenario based, right? Because he was like, you just had a thought that you wanted to grab someone, and then my whip came out, you know?
Yeah, so I'm saying like it's either like emotional thinking based, and it's either going to be he can use all of them at the same time, but he has to. Because my thing is, I hoped it was going to be something similar to like Ben 10, where he can only use one quirk at a time. He can switch between them. He can only use one at a time, or two, and then because like the whole strengthening quirk is like the quirk itself, and then like if he wants to use another quirk, he's limited to that one, right? So he can combine his like the enhancement part of One for All with like
all these other quirks, yeah. Which I do find cool. I'm glad that he brought that up. Is like, yeah, so like the whip is like stupid OP compared to when I used it because it's been enhanced with all the power over the years, which is interesting. I hope that there's a moment. I really hope after all this, Deku goes and talks to All Might, and I hope All Might's like, you fucking kidding me? I became the symbol of peace. I want Deku to be like that dad. You know, like when your dad's like, when I was your age, I walked to school every day. I didn't have one of these fancy fucking blah, blah, blah. I want All Might to be like, listen, man, like I became the symbol of peace with just my strength and charisma alone. This is cheating, and I personally find it bullshit.
Bro. I don't know why that was so funny, but it was.
Thank you. I tried. It was a very long setup for a not much payoff of a joke. I tried my best, though.
I'm so hyped because it's going to be this process of Deku discovering the other 6 quirks. I'm going to be so hyped.
It seems so fucking shallow and cheap to me.
Oh, suck it up.
No, fuck you. Like,
This is fine. Go back to your Hunter. Your super explained bullshit. This is my heritage. Do that shit here. Okay? Do that shit here. You're my territory now.
Yeah, my territory. The simplistic, not super explained stuff. Are you bragging about that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes simple is better. It works. The formula works.
If you think Hunter x Hunter is not if you think this is better than Hunter x Hunter, I got another thing coming. It's good, but like, come on.
Another thing coming. Oh, here he goes. His Hunter.
This is my Hunter x Hunter elitism here. I'm pushing my hair back. I'm pulling my glasses up. Now you see. Here's why you're a dumbass.
What I told you that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure stomps Hunter x Hunter.
Wrong. Listen, we can get into a whole video about that, but I'll wrap up my point on that in less than 10 seconds, okay? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is great, but there's hardly any consistent through-line storytelling. It's like each individual, it's like basically an adventure of the week, everything, whereas Hunter x Hunter has the complexity and the craziness of JoJo's fights, but there's actually a through-line storyline. That's like literally the only reason why Hunter x Hunter ekes out JoJo's for me. If JoJo's had as a consistent of a storyline as Hunter x Hunter did, then they'd be equal for me. But I like Hunter x Hunter that it kind of like has a very consistent through line story and it's going somewhere. Whereas JoJo, it's kind of like you got the beginning setting up the plot and then the final villain at the end. And then in the middle, you're just fighting all these fucking random dudes, which is fine because all those random dudes are fucking fun to watch them fight, but they really have zero consequence on the story typically. So, yeah.
So 2 things. 1, you're going to trigger a bunch of JoJo fanboys in the
I
comment
love
section.
JoJo. I do. Now, here, let's go back to My Hero. We can't take too long on this. We'll do a separate video on that. Anyway.
Mine's better. Coming soon.
Yes, that would be amazing. So, yeah, I guess He explains it like an ember and a core and all that shit, and I was like, all right, interesting.
Do you understand that? You understand that? You read Hunter x Hunter, you should be able to understand.
Of course I understand it. I'm just saying it's like, because you blow on an ember and it slowly gets bigger. Duh. I'm just saying it's kind of inconsequential. We get it. I wanted to talk about when we pan back out, and again, me as the hopeless fucking Uraraka Deku shipper here, I'm just like, oh, it's so cute. They're hugging. Like, I love that. Like, you wake up, you're Deku, you wake up from that, and you're being fucking hugged by your waifu. Like, tell me that's not the best feeling ever. I'm just...
I don't know about a hug. Oh, wait, was that a hug, or did look like she was rubbing, like, moving him back and forth, but I guess it was Deku, like, kind of like, oh my god, I just realized that, you know, so...
they wake up, and he's in midair, literally being full-on straddled by Uraraka. Like, it's probably better than a hug.
Oh. I guess we know who wears the pants in the relationship.
She's
now.
Like this close to scissoring him, and I don't even know if that's possible. Can you scissor with a dude, or is that a strictly female thing?
If you watch no porn, you can see it. You see it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just saying. And by the way, I'm sorry if you don't like the ship talk. I'm a shipping cancer trash over here. Every time I'm one of those people where it's like they're in the same scene, they smiled, they love each other.
They held hands. It must be true.
I need it. I've been shipping them since 2015 when I saw them together in that first panel. I love them. But yes, let's talk about, though, the true MVP. My boy Monoma riding in on a fucking bolt or nut or something.
This man's like, fuck your ship.
Silver goddamn surfer. Fuck your ships. I'm here.
I fucking love it, bro.
He's a JoJo villain. I'm telling you.
Man was like, fuck you. I don't give a damn what you're doing. The fight is going on. You better fucking pay attention. This man, I love it. Perfect.
Monoma is like quickly rising up my top fucking 10. Like, easily. Like, no one will ever beat Gentle, though. Let's be clear about that. But, like, here's the thing. All right, here's what I love about Monoma here. Like... He really, like, everyone else is, like, having this, like, what the fuck just happened? Deku just, like, exploded. The teachers are off to the side, like, do we gotta stop this fight? Everyone's just in awe. Monoma just comes in, like, I'm still going for the win, motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. I almost died, like, 3 times. I don't care.
This man has a goal. He is vehement in giving this man an L. He's ready. He's like, fuck your shit. Not even Jesus himself is gonna stop me from giving Class A this L.
Yeah, no, you're right about. I'm very proud of your vocab use there. He is indeed vehement. His entire life rides on giving Class A as many L's as possible. like that is like the thing keeping him alive right now. I mean, he probably goes home and like looks at the noose in the corner and he's like, but I could give him another L though. What is life if not to give Class A some more L's?
That is the reason for living.
I love it. Also, my God. Very proud of my girl Uraraka doing some fucking gunhead martial arts over here. That was fun.
That's what a real martial art looks like.
Monoma appears in all of one panel doing... Oh, actually, I do want to bring up the part where it's like, it's a melee, right? So not only did I immediately think of the Super Smash Bros. Melee thing, also I thought, in the anime, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be one of those dynamic scenes where everyone's fighting at the same time. You know it is. But, lower right-hand corner, page 13. When you nut, but she keeps sucking. Look at that face, bro.
Bro, oh my God! Like Jesus, like this is when you sent me the Smash Bros. Theme with that shit, I was dying. That shit,
I'm glad. I was like,
Smash 5, Deku for Smash 5.
Oh yeah, dude, it looks like a Smash game, does it not? It's like 4 motherfuckers on screen all fighting at the same time.
This is Hirokoshi's pitching this to Namco right now. Yo, Namco, put my characters in.
Yeah.
Jump
Force isn't enough.
I
got one justice, not enough. Jump Force, not enough.
We need more.
We do need more characters for My Hero.
All I need is my Black Clover versus My Hero Academia fighting game.
I mean, you can.
That'll be okay.
You can play Asta versus Deku in Jump Force.
I want a full-on fucking just those 2 characters from the 2 frames.
Ain't gonna happen.
You never know. I mean, One Piece, Dragon Ball, and Naruto got it, so why can't...
Oh, well, in the future, like, if they're the big three, like 5 to 10 years from now, if the big three is Black Clover, My Hero Academia, and some other fucking series, and, like then maybe I could see, yeah.
Or Kimetsu no Yaiba, or Jujutsu Kaisen, or Dr. Stone.
Or...
Could you imagine a Black Clover, My Hero Academia, and Dr. Stone?
That's old. That can only happen if Dr. Stone like establishes like a fucking fighting power system. But like 10 years from now, fucking Senku's about to go Super Saiyan. Anyway, but fucking my god, yeah. The Melee page was great. I love here. There's a little bit of an introspection from Deku where he's just like, first of all, saving his waifu from the fucking capture cloth. Loving that. He's just like, get the fuck out of here. This is my waifu.
He's like slapping away all the Bakugo shit.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you could label that little strip of cloth Bakugo Uraka shippers, and then Deku comes in. Get the fuck out of here.
Do it.
Deku is aware and knows of your bullshit, and he's not having it.
Oh.
He breaks the fourth wall and says, "Fuck you."
This man Deku was like, "Get that shit out of here! Not on my." That is pure. That is some pure fucking memeage right there. I expect you to do that shit immediately after the video. I will be disappointed. You will get no dick from me until you make that meme. I'm gonna that's your thing.
How am I gonna get dick from you anyway? You live in Vegas.
Over the phone.
Oh God! You're just rubbing your dick all over your cell phone. Like, do you hear it? Do you hear the sound of my dick?
Just go through the phone.
Just
send over.
Wow, what a good video this is. And then now I'm glad too. Even though you called something, I kind of called something. And remember, the main thing I called was no matter what happens, Aizawa needs to get his ass down there, and he did. And I'm glad he did. So I'm glad that little extra panel made me happy because I was like, good. Because they would have been, like, really stupid if they didn't bring down Aizawa. So I'm glad that he's there. But now, they're kind of seeing, like, okay, looks like shit's under control. Let's let it go out. So I'm curious, where do you think this is going to go from here, I guess?
So I feel like, honestly, it's a very Aizawa thing to say continue the fight, honestly. I kind of expected that. I wasn't really thinking that they were going to stop the fight anyway.
Although, it's kind of, the opposite. If you think about it, it's a little parallel to the scene. Remember when Bakugo and Deku were fighting, and Aizawa was going to stop it, and then All Might said, "Let them keep going."
Yeah,
it kind of reminded me of that scene.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, man, I don't really know. Honestly, I have to be honest. I don't really have predictions for this one, because I mean, like, compared to
you got a fucking black whip now.
Compared to the other fights, this one has a lot of unpredictability, so it could go either way now.
Well, honestly, I think a lot of this fight's probably going to be Deku learning how to use the black whip, and control it and shit. But here's my thing. Here's something we do need to talk about. Like, who is anyone going to be like, where the fuck did you get that from? Like, that's going to make the secret a lot harder to keep, in my opinion. Think about it. His quirk is officially registered as, like, a strength enhancer. So if he randomly just has this fucking black whip now, like, think about that for a second. Like, that's going to be really hard to keep that shit a secret now. I feel like All Might's going to be like, oh god, oh god. Legitimately, I do want your thoughts on that, because, like, I think that's a major component to this. Like, I mean, that's going to completely blow the secret and the whole process up till now.
I think because the only people who actually know that Deku got his quirk from All Might is the teachers and then Bakugo, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I mean, it's because, like All Might says, when your quirk evolves, you can change it. Like, you can change, like, oh, my quirk, I thought it was this, but it's actually this.
But that's only gonna work once or twice as he keeps unlocking these new ones. Like, if he has 6 ass quirks, it ain't gonna work.
It's actually that's a really nice thought. Actually, I never really considered that.
Yeah.
That might be. You think that might be an issue, like in the like not story wise, but like
it will depend.
Like, character-wise?
What they might do, because I think that this would help. Like, here's my legitimate theory, right? They want Deku to stand out as the new symbol of peace, right? So what they could very well do, and this would immediately help him get like media attention and start to rise above his peers as the next, because the whole thing with being the symbol of peace, as All Might put it, you can't just be like slightly above the rest of everyone. You have to be like leagues above the rest of them. Think All Might and Endeavor. Endeavor realized I wasn't even close to All Might, and that's how you become the symbol of peace. You have to be so strong that you're not even like the second in line isn't even touching you, you know? So I think what they might do is basically like put Deku out on like the news and like, oh my god, the first ever boy born with multiple quirks, it's like a new genetic mutation. They could spin it as that, right? Like, oh, he has multiple quirks, and that's like some sort of like new crazy like he just was born that way, right? And there could be a whole rags to riches story. Like we thought he was born with no quirk, and it was, he had no quirk for the longest time, and then all of a sudden it activated, and there was all this weird shit with it, and then he kept getting more and more quirks. So that could be like his whole I'm the symbol of peace shtick, is that, oh, I was born with like all these crazy amount of quirks. That could be the story that he puts out to the public, whereas the truth is he was born with no quirk, and that would be kind of a cool little parallel where he has to lie about being privileged when really he wasn't actually privileged at all.
I like it. I can dig it.
Because I think that's the only way you're going to spin it. You're going to have to spin it as a positive, where it's like, yeah, I guess I just was born. But see, what I don't like about that now is that all of his peers are going to look at him like he's some spoiled, like, oh, you're lucky, right? Everyone's going to be like, lucky, when he actually had to work his ass for that. People are going to think he was just born with this. And maybe that's where Horikoshi will go with it. Maybe it'll be like this, like he feels like that could be a cool conflict. Because I'm putting myself in Deku's shoes right now. I would be pissed if people started thinking that I was like, born with a silver spoon in my mouth, born with all this, like, oh, you were just born with all these great quirks, you had it all handed to you, when really it was the exact opposite. I would be pissed if I was Deku and people thought that shit. So, like, I could see them going down that route where All Might's like, we have to spin this so that people see you as the symbol of peace, but people are going to think you're like this spoiled brat now.
Yeah, Deku's not an Ichigo.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I just hope he does this right. Horikoshi's a good author, but like, you don't want to go down your main character has every power route, because that is what happened with Ichigo.
Ichigo's this, Ichigo's this, Ichigo's this.
He was every single race in that series. He was like, it was like, all right, we got Quincy's, Hollows, Fullbringers, Shinigami, and humans, and he was all of it. But it was like every arc was just revealing that Ichigo was a new thing. Like, first arc, it was like, Ichigo, you're a Shinigami. Next arc, it was like, also you have a hollow in you. The arc after that, but also your mother was attacked by a hollow before you were born, therefore making you a Fullbringer. And then the next arc, oh, by the way, your mother was also a Quincy. Literally.
Damn.
That's what Kubo, man, he was all about writing the fights. He wasn't really a story guy. Every arc was just, you're going to meet new people, they're going to be of a new race. You're going to find out that you're that race, and then you're going to fight evil people of that race.
I'm dead.
It's a good read.
That's where all the memes come from.
Ichigo is absolutely the product of an orgy gone wrong. Like 100%.
So hopefully Deku won't be the product of that.
Everyone fucking jizzed onto a single cookie in the floor, and then Ichigo just grew out of that.
You have to talk more about that after the video. That is actually so funny.
Oh, man. And the worst part about Ichigo, too, was that he was every race, and yet he, like, refused to learn any of the cool powers. So he was still boring, right? Like, he was every race, but he still had barely any fucking abilities and, like, moves and shit. And because, like, you could, like meta-wise, you could chalk that up to Kubo being a shitty writer, but, like, it made sense in the story, too, because Ichigo, he just never trained with it, right? Like everyone always brought up the fact, if you found out that you were all these things, you'd train, you get all these cool moves. Ichigo was like, nah, I'll just stick with this one move I have. He never trained! Like, why? I'm everything, but I won't learn any new moves beyond this one move I have. God, fucking... And it's like, it wasn't like Kubo was a bad writer, because all his other characters had a million different fucking moves and styles and techniques. Just Ichigo had nothing. I don't get it.
I guess Kubos was more of a supporting character guy than
Oh yeah, his supporting
main character
characters
guy.
are great. His supporting characters have made that fucking series. Oh, but yeah, I hope My Hero fans are also Bleach fans. I hope you enjoyed that. And with that, peace.